Coming up on this holiday edition of Juice and Java, we break down how holidays are celebrated across central New York.
Plus, Nicole and I go to Page's Christmas tree farm to find the perfect Christmas tree.
And our co-hosts Liam and Ryan go ice skating.
All that and more starts right now.
And I'm Nicole Aponte. Thanks for starting your morning with us.
Let's kick things off with the squeeze.
With the growing need for qualified professionals focused on data privacy and protection, Syracuse University is announcing the inaugural Kurt Wimmer Weston Scholar Award.
In a partnership with the International Association of Privacy Professionals, SU is committed to praising up-and-coming law students.
The award will recognize outstanding students in law as they pursue their degree, ultimately becoming lawyers.
The winner of the award will receive a $1,000 cash reward, 2 years of a membership with the IAPP, and unlimited access to their training. And Governor Kathy Hochul has announced that masks will be required in all public indoor spaces, unless the place is a restaurant or other businesses that require proof of vaccination.
Businesses will either have to require wearing masks or proof of vaccination, but cannot offer both options simultaneously.
The mandate officially goes into effect on Monday, and businesses have many questions about what it entails for them.
The states have left the decision to enforce the mandate to the counties, and Onondaga County will not be enforcing this mandate until it has time to answer questions restaurants and other businesses have about the mandate. And the Syracuse COE Faculty Fellows Program is offering awards to groups, researchers, and developing renewable energy. Students and faculty can earn up to $15,000 to work on their projects. Research centered around clean and efficient energy, as well as healthy buildings and water, is eligible to submit their proposals by January 14th. The award funding will be available in February. And $150,000 is available to be awarded. Proposals should be addressed on how funding could help the research strengthen the New York industry engagement. And the DeWitt Rotary Club has resumed its tradition of collecting donations for a Christmas fundraiser called Hope for the Holidays. Formerly known as the Old New Boys campaign, Hope for the Holidays raises money by providing special editions of the Post-Standard newspaper in exchange for donations. This money is used to buy toys, books, and food for the Salvation Army's Christmas Bureau. Around 200 volunteers will be giving away newspapers for donations on Saturday throughout Syracuse. The fundraising goal for this year is $75,000. I mean, that's amazing. Holiday season, and we're giving back to the community. Just love to see this community of Syracuse come together during this time. This story warms my heart. You know, I love reading the newspaper. You know, we're on TV right now, but I love reading the newspaper. It's nice to have those donations go to the toys, to people who really need them right now. Oh, true. And the numbers just speak the facts. I mean, a goal of $75,000. It's evident that the community is really wanting to come together and help those less fortunate for the holiday. Exactly. They'll be able to do that. I'm not concerned at all. Syracuse has got this. Yes. And in other holiday news, the annual Syracuse St. Patrick's Day Parade will take its course down South Salina Street for the first time since 2019. Yeah, the parade is set to take place on March 12th, 2022, with the theme Dancing Through Downtown. The parade will begin at noon, leaving from Clinton Square. All sorts of festivities are to follow the conclusion of the parade, such as Irish music and step dancing. In fact, the Irish step dancers will be the first to head down the parade route. Yeah, I mean, St. Patrick's Day. I mean, my head is set on Christmas right now. But hey, me too. Hey, I could bust out my Irish jig, give it a spin once or twice before the holiday season. You know, I'm really happy. I mean, Clinton Square right now is just so beautiful with the ice skating rink. I can't ice skate at all, but it's very, very fun to go down there, see the Christmas tree. I feel like Clinton Square is always the hub for all of these holiday, different places we can do throughout Syracuse. Oh, for sure. And to see things opening back up, holidays coming back into traditions, you love to see that. And in Legrandville, New York, the gay family of the Hudson Valley has broken their own Guinness World Record for having the most lights on a residential property. The original record was over 601,000 bulbs, but this year the family set over 680,000 lights in their yard. All the lights change colors and are synchronized to music. If you want to see the lights, you can go to the drive-through out display at 8 Patrick's Drive in Legrandville. The show starts every day at 4:45 p.m. Thursday to Sunday. It ends 9:30 p.m. on Fridays, and Saturdays it ends at 10:30 p.m.
I mean, Nicole, I don't know about you, but just looking at this behind us, this gives me Deck the Hall vibes. The Christmas movie where they, oh my goodness. And they broke their own record, so there's no one really in competition with this family.
They
right
have
now.
more than 600,000 lights on their house. How crazy is that? I feel like I only have maybe a couple hundred on my house when we decorate for Christmas.
A couple hundred. I mean,
holidays.
How do you even reach 1,000? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Hey, they don't need alarm clocks. They just turn on their lights, right? Well, hey, walking into studio today, I don't know about you, but it was really windy.
It was awful walking to studio. I couldn't walk in a straight line. The wind was just so strong.
That was terrible. Well, hey, we have team coverage of this major windstorm. Our Alex Malanoski is live outside Citrus TV weather deck for the first time. We're going to begin with our weather anchor, Zach Richter, at the weather wall. Zach?
Good morning, Walker and Nicole. Right now, let's take a look at our national travel forecast. Right now in New York, it's 59 degrees, Chicago 37, Minneapolis 28, Denver 40. So, I mean, temperatures really a mix throughout the country. And then as we take a look at our future radar back at home, right now, nothing in our area right now, but later today, I would say around 1, 2 o'clock, there's going to be a storm moving through Rochester right here that's really going to produce major winds that I'll get to a bit later. And to take a look at our current wind speeds right now, these are sustained wind gusts right now. Syracuse 15 miles an hour, Penyon 17, Fulton 10. However, later today when that storm comes and moves through Rochester, the wind speeds are going to go up to a dangerous Fulton and 30 miles an hour, Rochester 35. These are dangerous wind speeds. If you are in one of those areas, you do not want to be outside, which is why the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for winds gusting over 55 miles an hour, and that's why the wind advisory is going to remain in effect till 1 a.m. tomorrow. That's all I got in here. I'm going to send it to our Alex Malanoski, who's live on the Citrus TV weather deck with more. Alex?
Thanks, guys. It's pretty windy out here right now, and as you can tell from my jingle meter, Mother Nature is just bursting with holiday spirit. But it's 55 degrees out here. We did see some rain this morning, and as we head into the afternoon, we will see some more rain out here. 14 mile per hour winds, but 20 to 30 miles per hour later, and 50 mile per hour wind gusts in the afternoon. Current temperatures across central New York, we're seeing 60 degrees out in Rochester, 55 here in Syracuse, and 48 in Binghamton. These are almost record temperatures. Back in 1973 on December 11th, we saw 63 degrees. So we're not going to get to that temperature, but pretty high here for December. And as we take a look at our future temperatures, we have 56 degrees at noon, 58 degrees as we head into 4 p.m. That is our high. And at 10 p.m., we're going to see 42 degrees. So some very comfortable sleeping weather. And then tonight, 55 degrees with overcast skies, 20 mile per hour winds. But that's all I have for you guys. Nicole, Walker, back to you.
To break down all of the events that are hosted on campus.
Plus, our Teagan Brown is live in Skaneateles to give us a look at what the holidays are like on the Finger Lakes.
Stay with us.
OTN is on all your favorite apps: Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. Search Orange Television Network or OTN. OTN has its best shows, short films, and Citrus TV on demand. Family and friends can watch OTN too. Watch the live stream of OTN to catch live Citrus TV news, live from Studio B, and Mornings on the Hill. On or off campus, watch OTN anywhere.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable. With you that time you felt most alone. And with you when you realized you would never be. They were with you when you shared your love with the world. And with you when she became your world. Your girls have never left you. They're still with you right now. But How well do you know them? Knowing your breasts can save your life.
Well, throughout the 8 days and nights of Hanukkah, there were numerous activities on campus for students to participate in.
CitrusTV Java's Zach Richter had a chance to speak to members of Hillel to see what this organization means to them during the holiday season. Zach?
Thanks, Walker and Nicole. From Hillel to Chabad, there were so many ways that students were able to get involved and celebrate Hanukkah on campus this year. I took a closer look. As a result of the COVID pandemic, for many Jewish students, this was their first time spending Hanukkah on campus and away from their families. Syracuse University's Hillel offered daily activities for students to celebrate the holiday.
I'm celebrating Hanukkah by coming to Hillel. I've pretty much been here like a lot of nights. This is the Hanukkah party right now, so this is like the big Hanukkah celebration, and then there's a Hanukkah Shabbat tomorrow.
Senior Ariel Cohen explains that Hillel even had an exclusive event for only students 21 and over.
Yesterday they had something for the seniors, or anybody who's over 21. We were at Lucy's, or Orange Crate, and we all sat around the table with a cider and played dreidel.
I then sat down with Hillel's Rabbi Sarah Noya, who further explained some of these events and other ways students can celebrate.
We also have a Hanukkah movie happening tomorrow. There's fleece blanket making tonight. There's going to be a viewing of Herschel and the Hanukkah Goblins, a virtual production of that on Saturday. So lots of fun stuff for Hanukkah happening.
I then also spoke with Chabad's Rabbi Mendy Rappaport, who talked about the importance of Hanukkah.
The Jews, the Maccabees, were able to reclaim the Holy Temple in Jerusalem and rededicate it. And that happened on the 25th of the Hebrew month of Kislev, which is when Hanukkah begins now every year.
Zach, what an amazing place for people who do celebrate Hanukkah. That's an awesome organization to have on campus. A Christmas Carol is a story unlike any other, and it's become a part of many families' traditions.
In Skaneateles, the book comes to life. Juice and Java senior correspondent Teagan Brown is live from the town with more. Teagan.
Good morning, Nicole and Walker. Now, don't let the lack of snow around me fool you. I promise that the Christmas spirit here is still extremely high. Now, if there's one thing that's important here, it's tradition. And a tradition was ruined last year due to COVID-19, but it's continuing this year and bringing in thousands of people. I got to come here last weekend to experience a Charles Dickens Christmas in Skaneateles. 19 miles northeast of campus during the Christmas season, and you're no longer in 2021. Instead,
it's 1842, and Her Majesty is with me. We're visiting, and she has asked me to work on a story about Christmas time.
Here in Skaneateles, New York, you'll find Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol brought to life, with plenty of actors to tell the story.
Don't be afraid to talk to a character walk, and they love to talk to you.
The tradition has been happening annually for 25 years, but had to cancel due to the pandemic last year. This year, they're thankful to be back.
We're so grateful for everybody's hard work, and of course, we're following all the proper protocols, and we are very happy this is such a small price to pay.
For many, this has become a yearly trip, even if it means traveling hours to get here.
We've been coming for the last 6 years. We came across it by chance. I'm a big fan of Dickens, big fan of Christmas.
Whether you're traveling from New Jersey or even Florida, there's one thing you notice about people in this town.
This time of year, everybody's just that extra friendliness, extending good cheer to everybody, and I think that's really what we need more of in this world.
As Charles Dickens famously wrote, I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. The event happens every Saturday and Sunday leading up to Christmas Eve, and you can find out more information on their Facebook page. Reporting live from Skaneateles, New York, for Juice and Java, I'm Teagan Brown.
Teagan Brown, thank you. Looks like the Skaneateles streets are busy as always. Well, hey, making gingerbread houses is a tradition during the holiday season, but I don't think you've ever seen gingerbread houses like the ones at the Erie Canal Museum.
CitrusTV's Josh Meyers takes a look at how the museum brings together family and tradition every holiday season.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Let the holiday festivities begin. The Erie Canal Museum in downtown Syracuse is celebrating the holidays with tradition.
So we usually get around 3,000 people annually.
Derek Pratt is the museum educator. He is hosting this year's Annual Gingerbread Gallery. People can make their own houses made of sweets to be put on display in the gallery. Pratt says the event brings in the most people every year.
People love it. They come in. It's a great holiday tradition here, and it's one of our busiest times of the year.
And to vote for your favorite gingerbread house this season, all you have to do is scan this QR code on your phone. And then there's a Google form where you can vote for your favorite treat. But what does it take to build one of these gingerbread houses?
The basic of every gingerbread house is the frosting or the icing.
Samaya Nesser is one of many who made a house for the gallery. While the gingerbread looks delicious on the outside, the house itself holds a deeper meaning.
Part of the history of building the Erie Canal that not a lot of people know of is the troubles and the issues that the workers had to face.
While many gingerbread houses took a fun and festive approach towards the holidays, Samaya took this opportunity for people to look back.
On the front, we tried to write the theme, which is how 1,000 workers died to create the Erie Canal.
You think you're going to win?
No.
Though she may not be getting the award for Best Gingerbread House, the message behind the creation won first place in her heart.
We were just glad that we had this conversation going on. It's nice to shed the light on something forgotten from the history.
Winners for the competition will be announced on December 26th. So come down to the museum and vote for your favorite treat. Reporting at the Erie Canal Museum in downtown Syracuse, Josh Meyers, CitrusTV News.
All right, Josh Meyers, thank you. All right, all that gingerbread house making has got me in the mood to decorate my own.
Oh, me too. I don't think I can do that good of a job of what we saw.
Nowhere close.
But we're going to try our best. We have some little gingerbread houses here too. Walker, do you want to start?
These are cute.
Very cute. All right,
They're
let's
petite.
see. I am no chef myself. All right, let's see.
Chef, yeah.
Do you make gingerbread houses, Walker?
Sometimes, on occasions. And when I do, I take it very competitive. Like, I don't know how to build things very well, but when it comes to gingerbread houses, just immediately become an architecture student.
Honestly, I agree. I mean, why do broadcast if I can make gingerbread houses? That's what I think. All right.
All right, trade me. I'll get some of this.
I'm going to try my best.
This is the bread and butter of making gingerbread houses, the frosting.
It's very true. I mean,
you can't make a gingerbread house without some frosting. Oh, look at that.
Do you like gingerbread?
Steady hands.
I don't like gingerbread at all. I got to be honest with you.
No, I don't like it.
I think it's overrated. It's
not to be, the Scrooge of gingerbread houses, but my goodness, they're so gingerbread is very dense. I guess.
It's true.
Is there a way to say? Oh, I like what you did with your roof.
Thank you. I mean, I try my best. This is.
Yeah.
All right.
My goodness. All right.
I think. I mean, yours is more color coordinated than mine. I just kind of stuck the candy onto my gingerbread house. All right. Wait. Hold on. There's some sprinkles too.
The sprinkles. Oh, and it adds an effect with the little sprinkles. This, I will say, this glue gun, frosting gun, is a little bit hard to squeeze out.
It is hard to squeeze. It's all right. You know what? We're making the best out of it.
Hey, ready? Watch this. Oh, man. Put me on Pinterest. Look at that.
Wow.
We got little, what do you call them? Icicles.
Wow.
Frosting sickles.
What is your favorite holiday tradition, Walker? Do you have one?
I would say my brothers and I always go to the movies. It doesn't even have to be a Christmas movie. We just go to the movies during the holiday when we're all in town.
I love that.
So, No Way Home, the Spider-Man movie coming up. Oh, you'll see me in theaters. Don't even worry about it.
Isn't that, that comes out, next Friday, right?
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, it's crazy.
What about you, Nicole?
I am very excited for, the holiday season. I feel like making gingerbread houses, that's maybe not my specialty, but I think going to Christmas tree shopping is one of my favorite traditions.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just the smell of holiday season is absolutely
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, sneak peek in the show. We kind of do that. We go Christmas tree shopping.
It's very true.
We give it our best, at least. Like we're giving it our best at these gingerbread houses. Mine is not that great.
Okay, really? Do you want to see mine? This is not, well, that's not much better.
I think we're given us some tools here to build these gingerbread houses, and I'm proud of this. Now, it's not the best.
Things are falling off.
But it is what it is. Looks pretty sturdy, though. This house is really well
put together.
constructed.
I can't make the big gingerbread houses though. I like the pre-made kits better.
Oh, so do I.
When they're pre-made, it's just so much easier and it's so much more fun.
When you have to like put the walls up, that's very
it's way too much work for me. That's way above my pay. Oh, perfect. I think that's perfect.
Yeah. Well,
you know what?
We gave it our best, Josh. I mean, they did it much better where you were.
They really did. Well, coming up after the break, Juice and Java correspondent Rachelle Legrand is in the studio to talk about Kwanzaa.
An exciting segment to come. Don't go anywhere.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back to the Juice and Java Holiday Special.
Now we are joined with Rachelle Legrand to teach us about another holiday this season, Kwanzaa. Rachelle?
Thank you, Nicole. Hi, everyone. I'm Rachelle Legrand, and I'm a graduate student majoring in television, radio, and film. I have a bachelor's degree from Rutgers University in journalism and Africana studies, and I'm here to share with Juice and Java a little bit about Kwanzaa. Now, Kwanzaa is an annual celebration that takes place December 26th through January 1st. It's a common misconception that it's a religious holiday, but it's actually a cultural celebration. It was started by Dr. Karenga in 1966, and it serves as a way for the African American community here in the United States to connect with their African heritage. There are 7 principles that represent each day of the holiday, and those principles are Umoja, which represents unity, Kujishangalinga, which represents self-determination, Ujima, collective work and responsibility, Ujama, cooperative economics, Nia, which means purpose, Kuamba, creativity, and last but not least, Imani, which represents faith. One of the ways I celebrate Kwanzaa is by practicing these principles every day of my life. And last night, the Syracuse community put together a Kwanzaa celebration at the Community Folk Arts Center, and I spoke with Kiana Williams, the education program consultant, to talk more about the story.
Some of the artists, they're also well known in the local community, and they are also passing off their talents and their gifts to our Creative Arts Academy. And that Creative Arts Academy performed here this evening as well as part of the program.
Now, Kwanzaa is about looking within and evaluating, repairing, and restoring the relationships you have with yourself and the people around you. Although Kwanzaa is a holiday that celebrates African American people, it should be celebrated and observed by everyone, because African American history is American history too. Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. Reporting for Juice and Java, I'm Rachelle Legrand. Back to you guys.
Rachelle, thank you. When we come back, Nicole and I went to find the perfect Christmas tree.
This Juice and Java Holiday Special is just getting started. Stick with us.
Got a quarter?
told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. Walker and I are here today at Page's Christmas Tree Farm. We're about to go find the perfect Christmas tree. Now, Walker, my family, we always get real trees. What about you?
Oh, same with me. You gotta have the real Christmas tree. Come with us, let's find the perfect Christmas tree. All right, we decided to kind of start this off by looking at what a Christmas tree shouldn't look like.
This is so sad.
This poor guy, he's trying hard, but we got a lot of short king Christmas trees here. We're not trying to fill, a space with just this little tree.
Doesn't he so sad? I mean, I feel like Christmas trees are supposed to be, somewhat of our height, right?
I will say it would be easy to put the star on top for this one. Except the star's probably the size of the tree.
It's easier to cut.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the easiest thing to cut down here in this entire tree farm right now. But
to be optimistic about it, if you like Charlie Brown, this is your kind of Christmas tree. So
it's true.
Let's go find a more Christmas tree kind of tree. All right, well, we couldn't end this last Juice and Java of the semester without some fun facts from Nicole and I.
I have a fun fact. Do you know Taylor Swift actually grew up on a Christmas tree farm?
Oh, no kidding. This might be a hot take, but I really just don't think Taylor Swift is all the hype.
That's a hot take.
But you know what is all the hype? Christmas trees.
It's true. Well, that concludes Walker and I's trip to Page's Christmas Tree Farm. I mean, the trees in this farm, they're absolutely amazing, and it's the perfect way to really kick off the holiday season.
Yeah, and that's not it. We got so much more holiday stuff in store. Stick around.
OTN is on all your favorite apps: Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. Search Orange Television Network or OTN. OTN has its best shows, short films, and Citrus TV on demand. Family and friends can watch OTN too. Watch the live stream of OTN to catch live Citrus TV news, live from Studio B, and Mornings on the Hill. On or off campus, watch OTN anywhere.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. Orange Television Network General Manager Andy Robinson is retiring.
The Newhouse School hosted a small retirement party for him last night. Joining us with more on Robinson and his career is Juice and Java correspondent Bradley Hoppenstein.
That's right. Andy Robinson, the general manager of OTN, is retiring. OTN, if you're not familiar, is actually probably the channel you're watching us on right now. It's the student campus cable television station right here at Syracuse University. Now, Robinson launched and has been the general manager of OTN since he arrived at SU in 2004. And he's done a lot of work with students in his time to boost the station's programming and success. After all, he said many times he's the sole crew of OTN. Before coming to Syracuse, Robinson spent 27 years in television production at different television channels and production companies, working on projects for HGTV, History Channel, Comedy Central, and more. And then, of course, coming to Syracuse, he launched OTN and has been the general manager since. And to show you how much Robinson has put into OTN, like I said, he's actually been quoted several times saying the OTN staff, it consists solely of him. As for his retirement, Newhouse hosted a retirement party for him in Newhouse 3 yesterday to celebrate his career and success. The event was complete with food and drinks, and of course, many of his colleagues in Zoom and on person had many things to say about the man himself. And Andy, from all of us here at Citrus TV, we wish you the best in retirement, and thank you for all you've done with OTN. Guys, back to you.
Bradley, thank you. And with Christmas just 2 weeks away, lots of holiday traditions are in full swing.
CitrusTV correspondent Malanoski visited a local tree farm to see why it holds a special place in the hearts of so many Central New Yorkers. Alex?
Thanks, guys. That's right. After speaking to the owner and a few customers there, it's clear this farm has a magic that's one of a kind.
It's the holiday season and Central New Yorkers are on the hunt for the perfect Christmas tree. But Cazenovia resident Jenna Turk says to look no further than Page's Christmas Tree Farm in Manlius.
I love this place better than most just because we are actually good friends with the owners, and it's just nice to be able to be here with our kids, and it's just great to support a local family for sure.
You can find handmade wreaths and Christmas trees of every shape and size at Page's, but if you pull back the branches, you might even find a new friend.
You want to go see if that owl's out?
Owner Cindy Page's expertise goes far beyond Frazier Furs. Page has been rehabilitating wild animals here for over 40 years, and she says nothing beats the rewarding feeling of nursing these animals back to health.
Wildlife has always been a passion with us, so it's something that we're very good at, and we've developed the facilities and the working with veterinary care that we can make a big difference, so we do.
These furry friends add an extra magic this time of year that makes this the perfect place to bring the family. And 5-year-old Parker Brewer can't get enough.
What is your favorite animal that you saw here today?
All of them.
And when the holiday season comes to a close, Cindy Page will continue her efforts, rehabilitating animals and boosting holiday spirits, one animal and one family at a time. Reporting from Page's Christmas Tree Farm in Manlius, Alex Malanoski, Houston Java.
Ready to go?
Thank you. What a heartwarming story. Well, hey, over in Seneca Falls, it's a huge week as they celebrate one of the all-time classics, It's a Wonderful Life.
Citrus TV's John Perik was in Seneca Falls earlier this week and spoke with a few of the living actors to learn the true message of the movie. John?
Nicole, good morning. According to Frank Capra, the fictional town Bedford Falls in the movie It's a Wonderful Life was not based on any singular town. Rather, it was every American town. But this week, I spoke with a few people in Seneca Falls who have a different opinion. It's the 75th anniversary of one movie that never gets old.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Each Christmas, Seneca Falls, New York embraces what they believe is their true identity.
This town was the design that Frank Capra discovered when he visited here.
Over the course of 5 days in December, original cast members and loyal fans come together to remember, celebrate, and forever love One Wonderful Life.
Frank Capra said, "It's a Wonderful Life isn't the way life is, just the way it should be."
But never so more has the movie's true meaning rung louder than today.
There was a pandemic going on when the movie was taking place. It's timeless. This movie is timeless. It means more now than it did then.
Even during a pandemic, wherever you are in Seneca Falls, it's hard not to be reminded of Frank Capra's masterpiece.
That bridge looks exactly like it does in the movie.
And it's this bridge right here behind me that connects real-life Seneca Falls to fictional Bedford Falls. In the movie, George Bailey jumped off of a similar-looking bridge and took the famous plunge to save Clarence. And if you walk across the bridge, you will find a plaque that tells the story of one hero who jumped in and gave his life for that of another.
That impacted. That's why that scene was in the movie.
As days go by in this small central New York town, the importance of one message will always remain. One as timeless as the movie itself, that of friendship and community. For Juice and Java, I'm John Perik.
John Perik, thank you. What a fan favorite.
Oh my gosh, It's Wonderfull Life is one of my favorite movies ever, so thank you, John.
The Manlius Village Center tree lighting took place last Sunday.
CitrusTV's Ilana Epstein was there. A great way to start the holiday season with families from all over central New York coming together. Ilana, what happened at the tree lighting?
That's right, guys. This annual holiday celebration was very exciting this season after a year of COVID. People were together singing Christmas carols and celebrating. Plus, there were special appearances, a parade, and performances. I happened to be there to catch a glimpse of the holiday spirit. It's that time of year again in Manlius, New York. Families have gathered in the Manlius Village Center for the annual tree lighting. Hot chocolate is being served, a choir is singing, and games are played. Local resident from Fayetteville, Janice Yeager, shared her opinions on the event.
This is a really nice event for the kids. You know, they've got games here. I got here about 5 o'clock, so I caught a little bit of the Wellwood Choir singing, and that was a nice touch to the event, too.
The choir performed a medley of songs, including Jingle Bell Rock and Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Families continued to gather in the center of the parking lot in anticipation of the parade. While waiting for Santa Claus, Liam Dodd shared that his favorite part of the holiday season is giving. He explained why.
Because it makes me happy.
Local dance, singing, and karate studios waved hello during the parade. Music and lights filled the streets, and there were even some performances. Children were lucky as they got to see a special appearance from Santa Claus himself.
Night is always meeting the young boys and girls and the children to see how, if they're happy and what they would like this coming Christmas, and to give them hope and cheer for this coming year in 2022.
This event had a huge turnout with people from all over the area gathering to start off the holiday season.
For Juice and Java, I'm Ilana Epstein.
Thanks, Ilana. What a great way to start off the holiday season. Coming up, our lovely Ryan and Liam went ice skating.
All right, now they're two of the tallest guys I know, so I am excited to see how sturdy these two are. We'll be right back.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Gear up, guys.
welcome back to the Juice and Java Holiday Special. Liam and I are on South Campus at the Kennedy Ice Rink. We're about to throw on some skates and get on the ice.
And we're going to be joined by 2 members of the synchronized skating team to hopefully teach us a thing or two about skating. Ryan, I know personally I can't skate to save my life.
Well, Liam, let's get out there and see. Well, Liam and I have now made it onto the ice.
And we are now joined by some special guests.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm the captain of the figure skating team.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm the financial officer of the team. And today we're going to be teaching you guys how to do some synchronized skating steps.
Let's go.
So we're going to start off with some basic stroking, teaching the guys how to propel themselves down the ice. Stroking is just basic pushing with both your legs, and it'll get you down the ice where you need to go.
And then after that, we'll do some skating in a line, so you connect with your arms and you basically do the same thing.
Liam, I think we can handle that.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Liam, I don't know about you, but I have certainly learned some new skating moves today. I feel like a better skater coming out of this.
As someone whose legs were literally shaking when I first walked on here, I feel like I actually have some baseline skills now. I don't know.
Love to hear that. And a special thank you to Julia and Caroline for coming out and helping us today. I certainly learned a lot, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you guys once again. The Juice and Java Holiday Special continues after this short break.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable. With you that time you felt most alone. And with you when you realized you would never be. They were with you when you shared your love with the world. And with you when she became your world. Your girls have never left you. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them?
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait, why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where'd the cats go on vacation? New York.
Welcome back to the Juice and Java Holiday Special. Liam and I had quite a fun time over at Kennedy Ice Rink, getting to learn from some of the best here at SU.
And Ryan, I'm sure it was clear just how terrified I was on the ice, but I genuinely feel like I learned a thing or two.
You know, that is great to hear. You definitely looked a little shaky, but as they say, practice makes perfect. I got faith in you. You're going to get there. And while skating was a lot of fun, I want to now shift our focus to the business side of the holidays. If you haven't started your holiday shopping, you may want to get on that sooner rather than later. I took a deeper look into how the supply chain crisis could be impacting gift giving this season.
With the holiday season quickly approaching, retailers are struggling to fill their shelves with products. Staffing shortages from dock workers to truck drivers are creating massive shipping delays. Julie Niederhoff is an associate professor of supply chain management at Syracuse University, and she says disruptions are occurring across every industry, but consumers have found ways to adapt.
I do think we're going to see some shortages on some, traditional popular toys, but we're starting to see a lot of maybe domestic suppliers, people kind of thinking about shopping local artisans, local craft supplies. gifting experiences. So it doesn't mean that Christmas is ruined, right? Gift giving is not completely off the table, but I think consumers are potentially going to have to get more creative about where they get their physical gifts that they give each other.
With shoppers increasingly turning towards online retailers like Amazon, they may see that their packages have deceptively normal shipping times.
Their first line of defense is going to be to move that out of stock product to like the last page of your search results. And they're going to move other products up higher in your search results. So if you're looking on Amazon and you're looking for kind of general product categories, you're going to see lots of those because they're going to substitute the top search results are going to be their in-stock products.
Niederhoff says shipping a container from Shanghai to the United States would normally cost approximately $1,500. In September, this price was surging up to $12,000 and currently sits at approximately $10,000. While federal and state governments are working to prevent these supply chain issues from happening in the future, this year consumers may want to start their holiday shopping early or consider giving experiential gifts like tickets to concerts or sporting events. For Juice and Java, I'm Ryan Baker.
Ryan Baker, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan, thank you. 2 years ago on the Juice and Java Holiday Special, I told you all about the paradigm shift in holiday shopping. Consumers returning to online outlets more and more, trading in that cashier chaos for a one-click checkout. Now, if you had told me holiday shopping would take another significant turn just 24 months later, I and this guy would have called you crazy. But here we are. The retail industry has been hit hard by the pandemic. Everything from worker shortages to transportation delays have put shops at a disadvantage going into the busiest time of the year, and it hasn't been easy to play catch-up. According to a Morning Consult survey, over half of shoppers are encountering issues with items being out of stock, backordered, or delayed. This goes beyond physical stores as well, as online retailers also have their digital shelves all but empty. And even with consumers facing these obstacles, the demand still remains as high as ever. The National Retail Federation predicts holiday spending could hit $859 billion, that's billion with a B, this year, a record high for the holiday season. As rapper Drake's 2015 mixtape says, if you're reading this, it may be too late. Still, not all is lost. Most online retailers now offer digital gift cards, which means your present is one print away. And for those who are still going to run the gauntlet at local malls, regardless of my words, well, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Don't go anywhere, though. The Juice and Java Holiday Special continues with some holiday trivia after this short break.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. And now, Walker, I have to say, one of my favorite holiday activities is definitely watching holiday movies. My favorite, though, has to be Elf. Walker, what's on your list?
I'm going to have to agree with you, Nicole. Will Ferrell's got a special spot in my heart. Now, here to talk to us today about their holiday movie list is our entertainment reporter, Anastasia Frazier, and Juice and Java's Alexa LaMalfa. Guys?
Well, thank you, Nicole and Walker. Let's see if Elf made our movie list. Thanks, and joining me today is Alexa LaMalfa, one of our biggest holiday movie fans.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. And Alexa and I sat down, we actually came up with a list of holiday movies to watch during this holiday season.
Let's take a look.
First and foremost, in our classic holiday movies top picks, we have Home Alone 1 and 2.
Home Alone 1 is by far my favorite of the two. I think it's such a fun and funny movie. I haven't grown up watching the Home Alone movies. I've only seen them a couple years ago.
Well, I actually watch Home Alone 2 every single year. It's my favorite movie by far, and I actually never watched Home Alone 1 until watching the second one years later. So it's kind of funny how that worked.
One other movie to keep on our radar is Elf. Elf is one of my favorite movies by far. It's a tradition for me to watch it every single year, and one memory I have is watching it on Broadway with my family.
That must have been amazing. Will Ferrell is an absolute one of my favorites. Elf also, every year my family and I watch it, whether we're making gingerbread cookies or building a gingerbread house, we always have Elf on in the background. And an underrated holiday movie that needs more credit is 8 Crazy Nights. It is such a funny movie. Adam Sandler does such a great job. A lot of my friends have recommended it to me, and I definitely recommend it to you guys as well.
It's definitely a holiday movie to keep on your radar.
Oh, yes. And then also, we recommend if you're planning on binging Netflix over the break, like I am, The Princess Switch 1, 2, and 3 with Vanessa Hudgens is all over the platform.
I absolutely love this movie, and I think Vanessa Hudgens does a great job, kind of like the Parent Trap kind of vibes, where she takes on the role of different characters with completely different backgrounds.
It's kind of cheesy, I will admit, but it's definitely a fun one to watch with your friends and laugh at. And then finally, we have our classic cartoon movies. Frosty the Snowman, I think, takes the win for us.
Absolutely. Frosty the Snowman is my favorite little cartoon character. I think the message of kindness and showing people respect, even though they're different, is such an important message to teach young kids.
And it's such a feel-good movie. We definitely recommend. Those are our top 5 movies. That's all the time we have for you today. Nicole, Walker, back to you guys.
Thanks, Anastasia and Alexa. That's absolutely amazing. I'm kind of upset that I haven't seen A Christmas Story on there. That's one of my favorite movies, too.
I know, A Christmas Story, especially after watching just all these Christmas movies. A lot to come with that. Well, hey, speaking of all these Christmas movies, you gotta have a White Christmas. I want to know if that's coming in our future.
I hope so, but maybe Zach Richter knows. Zach, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Walker and Nicole. Well, tonight it is going to be going down to 55, which is still warm for this time of the year, but the winds, as I talked about earlier, will be a major factor. 25-mile-an-hour sustained winds here in Syracuse, gusting over 55. Again, that's dangerous winds. If you're going to go outside, make sure you take precaution. Tomorrow, it will be going up to 55, and overcast morning, clouds will be clear throughout the day. Now, taking a look at our 5-day forecast. Today, as I said, windy and rainy. Sunday, tomorrow, high 46 and sunny. Monday, high 51, low 35, partly cloudy. Then we start to go back into those winter temperatures on Tuesday. We have a high of 46 and a high of 48 on Wednesday. Now, our wake-up forecast tomorrow, when we wake up, it is going to be cold. It's going to be 36 degrees and sunny. That means the temperatures are going to drop from 52 to 36 degrees overnight tonight. And now let's take a look at our photo of the day. None other than our CitrusTV weather anchor, Alex, out on the farm with the deers. And that's all I got for weather. Nicole, Walker, for the last time, I'll send it back over to you.
Zach, thank you. Alex is looking comfortable with those deers.
Oh, 100%.
Well, hey, coming up on Juice and Java, Katie Lane is in studio with a lovely holiday story.
This is a tale you're not going to want to miss. Stick around. Okay, bro.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. What's a holiday special without a little holiday story?
Here to wrap up, no pun intended, our holiday special is Citrus TV's Katie Lane. Katie?
Thank you guys so much. I have a little story for you guys. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through Citrus TV, not a journalist was stirring, not even Ricky Reports. The stockings were hung on the video wall with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The reporters were nestled in makeshift beds while visions of XD1 cameras danced in their heads. And Alicia in her I Love Hot Mom shirt and I in my cardigan sweater had just settled down after sending alumni letters. When out in the lobby there arose such a clatter, Josh sprang from screening to see what was the matter. Away to the audio booth, Peyton flew like a flash. Lindsay turned down the feedback and threw up the Santa search dispatch. The noise getting closer, it's showtime. Liam and Ryan have scripts to go over. When on our live view cam should appear a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny AP reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, Nicole knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than basketball highlights, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Riley, now Shayna, now Mika and Eli, on Alexa, on Brooke, on Claudia and Jonathan. To the top of the studio, to the top of Watson Hall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As fast as breaking news makes Teagan fly, or when Alex and Zach tell us what's precipitating in the sky. Up to Watson Hall, the special guests flew with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling we heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As Dorothy drew up ENPS and opened the rundown, into the studio St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, he looked like Spencer opening his tool pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. Walker laughed when he saw him, all in good health. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon let Anastasia know she had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, and filled all our stockings, then turned to Matt Bonaparte, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to the Citrus TV team he gave a whistle, and away the A-please flew like the down of a thistle. But we heard him exclaim as ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Happy holidays, you guys.
What an amazing story.
Amazing.
That warmed my heart. That made the whole semester of Job worth it. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
It's been an absolutely amazing time hosting with you, Walker. We're not going to see you next semester.
I know, it's going to be great. Well, hey, as always, that's all the time. Thanks to our amazing producer, Dorothy, for everything she put in this year.
Yes, Dorothy, thank you.
For all of us, I'm Walker Simmons.
And I'm Nicole Aponte.
Have a great holiday.